Welcome to an in-depth exploration of Chelsea's 2024 summer transfer window, where we'll delve into the latest updates surrounding 5 significant names: Pedro, Neto, Noni, Madueke, Joao, Felix, Samu, Omorodion, and Victor Osimhen. Each of these players represents a unique narrative in Chelsea's ongoing efforts to revamp their squad under the guidance of Enzo Maresca. We'll walk you through the intricacies of these stories, examining what these moves mean for the future of the Blues. Let's begin with the latest star to walk through the doors of Stamford Bridge, Pedro Neto. Chelsea's acquisition of the Portuguese winger has been one of the headline-grabbing deals of the summer. Secured from Wolverhampton Wanderers for a hefty £54 million, Neto arrives on a 7-year contract, adding to the growing list of high-profile signings by the London club. Neto's journey to Chelsea is one of ambition and determination. After breaking into European football with Lazio and later establishing himself as a key player at Wolves, Neto's move to Chelsea is a testament to his growing reputation. During his time at Wolves, Neto's pace, dribbling skills and ability to operate on either wing made him a constant threat in the Premier League. His contribution of 14 goals in 135 appearances reflects his impact on the pitch. Chelsea fans had their first glimpse of Neto as he was presented at Stamford Bridge during half-time of a friendly against Inter Milan. Speaking to the crowd, Neto expressed his excitement, saying, "I feel really grateful to have joined this club. I have worked really hard in my career to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting on the pitch with this shirt." His words were met with cheers, signalling the start of what many hope will be a fruitful period at the club. Transitioning from the excitement of Pedro Neto's arrival, we turn our attention to Noni Madueke, a talented young winger who now finds himself at a crossroads. With Neto's signing, Madueke's position at Chelsea has become precarious. The 21-year-old Englishman, once considered a key part of Chelsea's plans, is now facing the possibility of an exit from Stamford Bridge. Fabrizio Romano, the widely respected transfer expert, recently dropped a bombshell when he revealed that Chelsea might be willing to part ways with Madueke if the right offer comes along. Romano's update has sent ripples through the Chelsea fanbase, with many wondering what this means for the club's future. He stated, "Madueke is not out of the project, but in case of a good proposal, things could become open." This has led to speculation that Newcastle United, who have shown interest in Madueke for some time, could be a potential destination for the winger. The news has sparked a debate among Chelsea supporters. While some argue that other wingers, such as Raheem Sterling or Mikhailo Mudryk, should be sold instead, the club's management appears focused on balancing the squad and making strategic decisions that align with their long-term goals. Madueke's situation remains fluid, and as the transfer window progresses, we may see more developments that could shape the future of this promising talent. As we move on from the uncertainty surrounding Noni Madueke, we dive into the intriguing saga of Joao Felix, a player whose potential return to Chelsea is stirring up considerable interest. Felix, the Portuguese forward, who previously spent a brief but impactful loan spell at Stamford Bridge, could be on his way back as part of a complex transfer deal. Felix's first stint at Chelsea was during one of the club's most challenging seasons in recent memory. Despite the team's struggles, Felix managed to showcase his undeniable talent, particularly in the UEFA Champions League, where he delivered performances that reminded everyone why he's considered a special player. His flair, creativity, and ability to unlock defences made him a bright spot in an otherwise difficult campaign for the Blues. Now, Felix is once again on Chelsea's radar. The catalyst for this potential move is the collapse of the Samu Omorodion deal, which we'll discuss shortly. Gallagher, another Chelsea player who has been linked with a move away, was initially set to leave as part of the Omorodion transfer. However, with that deal now in jeopardy, Chelsea is exploring other options, and Joao Felix has emerged as a potential part of the solution. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are in talks to bring Felix back to Stamford Bridge. He reported, "Exclusive, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are now discussing Joao Felix to Chelsea as part of the Gallagher deal. Samu Omorodion deal collapsing, and the two clubs don't want Gallagher and Julian Alvarez deals to collapse too. Joao Felix being discussed with Jorge Mendes in London. Moving from the potential return of Joao Felix, we now focus on the collapse of what was expected to be a key transfer for Chelsea, the signing of Samu Omorodion. This deal, which had been eagerly anticipated, has now been thrown into disarray, raising questions about what went wrong and what it means for Chelsea's transfer plans. Samu Omorodion, a highly touted 20-year-old forward from Atletico Madrid, was on the verge of joining Chelsea in a €40 million transfer. His arrival was seen as a crucial part of Chelsea's strategy to revamp their attacking options, especially after his standout performances that helped Spain secure the gold medal at the Olympics. However, just as the deal seemed ready to be finalised, reports emerged that Omorodion had failed his medical examination, casting a dark cloud over the transfer. This unexpected turn of events has had significant repercussions for Chelsea. Gallagher, who was expected to leave as part of the Omorodion deal, now finds his future at the club in doubt. Chelsea had planned to use Gallagher's departure to make room for new signings and to balance the squad, but with the Omorodion deal collapsing, those plans have been thrown into uncertainty. In the wake of this setback, Chelsea is scrambling to find alternative solutions. Joao Felix's name has been brought up as a possible replacement in the Gallagher deal, highlighting the club's desperation to ensure that their transfer strategy doesn't unravel. The collapse of the Omorodion deal serves as a stark reminder of the volatility of the transfer market, where even the most well-laid plans can fall apart at the last minute. As we conclude our journey through Chelsea's transfer activities, we arrive at one of the most talked about potential signings of the summer, Victor Osimhen. The Nigerian striker, who played a pivotal role in Napoli's Serie A title-winning campaign, has been the subject of intense speculation, with Chelsea among the clubs vying for his signature. Osimhen's future at Napoli has been uncertain, especially after he was left out of the squad for a Coppa Italia match against Modena. This decision has fueled rumours that Napoli is preparing for his departure, with Chelsea closely monitoring the situation. The 25-year-old striker, known for his speed, strength and clinical finishing, is exactly the type of player Chelsea needs to lead their attack. Chelsea's interest in Osimhen is part of a broader strategy to bolster their front line, particularly as they look to offload Romelu Lukaku, who is expected to leave the club. There have been whispers of a potential part exchange deal involving Lukaku and Osimhen, although such a deal would be complex and require careful negotiation. Victor Osimhen's agent Roberto Calenda has responded to the rumours with a mix of frustration and caution. He took to Twitter X to clarify the situation, saying, "I read about imaginative exchanges with Victor sent here and there as if he were a package to be delivered quickly. This package, however, is the top scorer of the third Scudetto in Napoli's history. Respect and stop with fake news." As the clock ticks down on the summer transfer window, Chelsea finds itself at a critical juncture. The signings of Pedro Neto and potentially Joao Felix, alongside the ongoing situations with Noni Madueke, Samu Omorodion and Victor Osimhen, illustrate a club in the midst of significant change.